Well, Vanessa Gilles is the player of the match. She was the first to put the ball in the back of the net in this one. And I mentioned when we talked about that stat, you see her getting mic'd up. She's going to join us momentarily. Martha about to send her over to the desk here. When they talked about the stat that 8 out of her 9 goals came with her head, Foudy was like, wait, what did you just say? We got Julie Ertz over here?
Exactly. I mean, that was her 9th international goal. Let's just say it again. 9th international goal with Canada. 8 out of the 9 have come off her head. It did remind me a lot of Julie Ertz. And here comes Vanessa Gilles. Get on over here, Vanessa. Which is amazing to see. And I will say, the set pieces in the very beginning of the game, obviously the game differentiator. And this one, when you have Vanessa Gilles, you don't want to leave her unmarked, that's for sure.
Well, we're joined now by Vanessa Gilles. You're the player of the match. Congratulations. We've just been showing her goal on repeat. Take us through how that played out in your mind.
Well, listen, we know that they're a bit vulnerable from post. At the Olympics, I think we scored a copy-paste of that goal, so I thought, why not try it again? Janine served a beautiful ball in the air, and I just had to touch it in, so kudos to her as well.
What would you say coming into this game, what was a big key for you going against Colombia?
Yeah, I think for us, having come off, I think, 5 losses in a row, it was about coming in confident, which is not easy to do. I think you guys all know what it's like when you're coming off of 5 losses. Well, maybe not. But yeah, it was just coming in. We've had some new players as well. Just really coming into the game, confidence as veterans and trying to give confidence to our new players, trying to move the ball around. And I think a big key to the game today was our press, but also how compact we were in the midfield. I think at the end of the game, before they got their red card, we started getting stretched a bit and they started getting joy out of that. But yeah, coming into the game, it was about confidence on the ball, staying tight and finding those pressing moments to play forward. And I think we got a few other goals from that as well, which was good to see.
Casey Stoney was pretty critical at the end of last year, and I'm kind of wondering how she reset the tone and helped to empower, veteran leaders like you to help shift the tone with the rest of the team.
I think for us, a big piece was culture. I think when you start losing, it's easy to get into that negative spiral, into that, like maybe not pointing fingers, but that self-reflection and also that, am I good enough to be here? Are we good enough to win? And so it's been 3 months since our last camp, and we've all had time to self-reflect, see what didn't go well, see what we needed to do better coming in. We all came in really motivated. I think we saw that in training as well. The positivity, the energy, the motivation, the willingness to learn, I think, is a huge key. And so I think she just, honestly, Casey came in with what she brings in, but also with open ears. Which I think is refreshing as a player as well, to listen to your players, see what everybody else is seeing. And I think that was the big turning point for us.
Vanessa, you have, in this next game, you have the United States of America, of course, it is your second game. U.S. still to play coming up in their first game, and so we'll see how that goes for them against Argentina. But for you all, played U.S. in, June, July of last year, lost 3-0 against a pretty young U.S. team. So when you think about going back-to-back with good games and against a more experienced, still young, but more experienced U.S. team in this second game, what's the key for Canada in that second game?
Thank you for bringing up that game. Yeah, like I said, I think for us this year is about focusing on us, focusing on the little steps that we could take moving forward. We're also a young team. We have a lot of new players, new staff as well, and so going into the U.S., it's going to be about building on what we had today. Obviously, there were things that didn't go well. We know that today. So on the ball, finding those moments to go forward, finding the moments to keep it. I think we gave away a few transition moments that against a team like the U.S. will probably get punished a lot more for. So moving into the U.S., we know our qualities, we know what we need to work on. It's not going to be easy. I think we all know that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm fully confident in our team. I think we have this new energy, this new motivation going forward, and hopefully we bring it in a few days.
A 4-1 win to kick things off. That'll give a team some energy.
Yes.
That's certainly. How about this? We'll send you off this and tell you thanks, but this is how they're looking at you here.
Thanks, David. Shout out, Beast Mode.
Shout out, David. David's a big fan. Vanessa, congratulations on your win in this first game, and we will see you in 3 days in Columbus taking on the Americans. That is Vanessa Gilles. She was our player of the match, got the scoring started for Canada as they're going to be leaving Nashville with a 4-1 win over Colombia. We have much more to come here. There's Gilles' header. She had ups just like Foudy back in the day. Man, Foudy's vertical, incredible.